Hi everyone, I'm going to try an experiment with my new cooking kit right here, as you can see. I'm going to use the Firebox to cook everything. Now I'm going to use the Trangia with denatured alcohol. I'm going to use this new frying pan that I got from GSI. It's an 8-inch frying pan with folding handle. I'm going to use the GSI Folding Spatula and also this GSI aluminum folding table. Let's see how this is all going to work. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to use these hash browns. These are dehydrated hash browns that you can buy in any Sam's Club. I'm going to fry up some fish and I'm going to season it with Tony Creole's that is Cajun seasoning with some Italian seasoning, and I'm going to use Pam for my butter. Okay, here's the Trangia with the Firebox right here. We're going to give it a light and see what we can do here. She's burning. Got a little bit of wind, so I got the wind dampener, which is right here. Got the wind dampener on, and got the Trangia, as you can see, on the triangular holes. I got it down to the second line, and Trangia has to pretty much prime. So, and as you can see, it's already primed. So now, ready to put the potatoes on and go from there. Okay, as you can see, we got the potatoes all greased up and they're all sizzling. The Trangia is working pretty good. You might not be able to see the flame there, right down there. And they're starting to smoke up. So let's get these a little bit of a turn here. And seems like everything's working pretty good with this new frying pan by GSI. They call this a super multi-coated frying pan. So let's see how this works. I had some seasoning. Again, that was Cajun seasoning on there, and I'm using the Italian seasoning. It's a bread seasoning that you can get in any kind of grocery store. It has four different flavors, and these things are really smoking up pretty good. So let's give these a little bit of a turn here, and we'll be able to mix the seasonings up too, so they can be kind of uniform there. This aluminum table from GSI, as you can see here, has adjustable legs, so it's pretty much in its highest point right now. But you can see the division right there. You can fold it right here, or you can extend it fully. And I really like this table. It has pins right here that you can slide into place right here, and also on this side over here. And you take the pins out, and it folds up. And you can also have another firebox if you wanted to right here, another, assembly. In my case, I will just use the firebox as my main cooking. And I got another pot that I'll put these potatoes in so I can fry up the fish. But it's looking pretty good right now. It's looking pretty good. These potatoes are doing good. It's starting to brown up right now. And I'm pretty happy with this frying pan. Pretty happy. You can see that flame from the Trangia. That's a potent flame. It's starting to wrap around the frying pan right now. But this Firebox is a great stove. If it's windy out, that dampener can really muffle out the wind. And it's so universal. Again, you can use the Trangia, you can use charcoal, you can use wood. To me, I mean, having the Trangia is like, you don't have to go out there and fuss with wood and try to get everything all going. Wood's not the easiest to start sometimes. And the Trangias are small, very small, they're portable. So I like the Trangia burners. They said the magic spot is, you know, about 1 to 2 inches, and I think that's perfect height for the Trangia. So everything's going pretty good. It takes a long time to do the potatoes, but everything's going good. An update on the potatoes. I kind of like them really brown, called hash browns for a reason. Some people don't like them so brown, but I do. And as you can see with the Trangia, I mean, it burns pretty good. But with potatoes of this nature, depends on how brown you want them. I'm about almost 3/4 empty. Hey, it's the nature of it. Potatoes take some time. Okay, I think the potatoes are pretty good. I'm gonna keep them warm inside this little pot right here. It's called a quick stove. Quick stove has a lid. You can use the lid as a frying pan as well. It's a nice little pot. It's made out of stainless steel. And I'm just going to keep my potatoes pretty much warm. As you can see, this is a good frying pan. Look how it slides around. So I like this frying pan. Look at that. It just slides right off into right in there. So I'm pretty happy with this frying pan. So let's go on with fish. Okay, now I got the fish in here with the Cajun seasoning. Sprayed, doused it with a bunch of Pan. Now I'm going to squeeze some lime on here. A lot of people use lemon, but I'm going to use lime. Now what I'll do is, so I can really cook, get the heat, I will put some tin foil over it so I can keep the heat inside and see how this fish turns out. It's not the best wrap job for tin foil, but it'll keep the heat and it'll do the job. You know, you can keep the heat, you can poke a little hole across the top if you wanted to. Got a little bit of wind going, but tin foil is the camper's best friend, I tell you. Most campers you see on the YouTube and so on, they use real butter. But, you know, you can use Pam as well if you're health conscious. Pam works just as good. As you can see, it's sizzling well. You know, I think it's all going to work out pretty good. I presume I'm not the only one that's ever had this problem. Have you ever noticed before you cook, there's not a single fly? Then after about maybe, I don't know, about a minute afterwards, you got 10,000 flies all around you. Where in the heck did they come from? Where? Update on the fish. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I'd say a good, I don't know, 2-3 more minutes. I had to refill the Trangia. Again, the potatoes took almost all my fuel. So that's where those Trangia bottles come in. Just fill it up, you know, to where the line sakes, and you should be all set. That's good for at least 4 cookings. Here's the Trangia bottle I talked about. It's a 500 milliliter bottle, and just fill it up to the max line, which is pretty much where my thumb is, right here. And you got all that fuel. You can't beat the Trangia system. Just cannot beat it. Can't beat it. So what makes the Trangia really cool is this little, the topper. And as you can see, it's one side, has another side. What you do is you fill it up, fill up the Trangia. This top right here just unscrews and has a nice O-ring around it. And when you fill it up, again, you just turn this until it completely tightens up, which is right there, which is nice and tight. And now it's pretty much leak proof. leak-proof. Then when you want to use it, again, you just do the same thing. You just unthread it and just push on down. That's it. Just push it and hold at this level and push it. And very ingenious little bottle. Very ingenious. The fish is doing pretty good here. It's getting pretty charred. I had to flip it over. The steam, too much wind going, kept on blowing my foil all over the place. So all in all, it's looking pretty good. It looks like a little bit of blackened fish now, but hey, that's always good too. All right, I think my fish is pretty much done here, and I still got some fuel left, as you can see inside. What they recommend is they recommend that you burn out the canister. If you look at Trangia's website, you know, that's a waste of fuel. So I'll show you how to snuff it out once I set my fish down. Okay, with Trangia's, you can't just blow out the flame because it's an alcohol burner. So that's why they have these little tops right here. See these little tops? This is a simmer. You can turn this little black top to left or right, and you can reduce the flame so it acts like a simmer. Or what you can do is just put it right across the top, and that will snuff it on out, just like that. The cap itself is a brass cap with an O-ring, and you don't want to put that on while this thing is hot. So just let it cool down, just let it sit for a while. Eat your fish and potatoes, wherever you cook off. When you come back, you can take that off and put the top on, and you're good to go. And you still have fuel in there. No sense of wasting all that fuel when you don't have to. Well, folks, and there you have it. Dehydrated hash browns with fish. It's kind of like it took on the blackened look, but hey, that's all good. It's all good. So I'm gonna enjoy this dinner with fish and hash browns, and I will put all the links on everything that I used on the bottom of this video. And care to comment, I'd appreciate it. And thanks for watching.